Hey YouTube, this is Firewizard23, back from using a paddle broom on Let's Play Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. Okay, so when we last left off, we had just thought, maybe there's something we can do... I actually don't remember what we did last time, but I want to head outside of town at night, to see if I can make some stuff happen, primarily. And maybe we can find some other stuff too. Of course, we can't leave because the door is barred, but let's levitate over the gate. Oh! It's Katrina. Ooh.
It is good to see you again. I hope you are enjoying your visit to Mordavia. You need to take better care of yourself, you know? It is very dangerous out at night.
Okay, Mom.
Why, you've been injured. Here, take this and drink it. It should help.
Oh, so she
I
uses a
would
healing
be
potion.
most displeased. I mean, sorry if something were to happen to you.
Maybe you'd be displeased.
Come to me. I have something to show you.
Okay, baby, whip 'em out.
I warned you it is dangerous here at night, and you do not listen. I intend to teach you a lesson.
A strange feeling sweeps your body. You realize that you now know the Frostbite spell.
Sweet!
Perhaps that will help keep you alive when I am not with you.
Now, we can only talk to her about a couple of things, but let's greet her first
I
off.
bid you
Manners.
welcome to Mordavia. I hope you are enjoying your stay here. There. Now you have had an official welcome from your own official welcome woman.
Don't get too comfy with that position, Katrina. Thanks to all the tax cuts, you're not going to have a job much longer. Okay, let's ask her about magic.
Magic is very useful for survival in Mordavia. Use it wisely and carefully.
You got it. Let's ask about survival.
I told you before how dangerous it is here. I could never dare wander here without magic to help me. But I did want to see if I could see you again. I've never met anyone like you before.
Ooh. What about the dangers?
There are monsters everywhere in the forest. I need to get back to the castle where I will be safe.
And Mordavia?
I must go now. I hope we can meet again soon. I enjoy your company.
Aw, she leaves.
Before you can think to follow her, the young peasant girl has disappeared into the forest.
Funny how no one in town seems to know who she is, but she clearly lives at the castle, so... but she did indeed teach us the Frostbite spell. You have the Frostbite spell. Casting it takes 15 magic points. Your spell skill is 100. It's kind of like Flame Dart, but it's cold. The cold version of it. Sweet. So let's save our game as met Katrina again. Okay, well, let's, despite her warning, let's explore the Mordavian night. Remember, Nikolai was telling us that we heard many times he's looking for his wife, Anna, who I think it was speculated that or told that she did indeed go out into the forest, but she never returned. Let's see if we can find her. I don't recall seeing any kind of a body when we roamed around the forest, though he did say it's been many, many years since they saw her last. 15, was it? Let's take a look around. Oh. What's this?
A ghostly figure floats near the center of this clearing.
Oh. Let's talk to the ghost. Let's ask the ghost's name. Oh, spooky image.
Everything is so strange. I lost my way home. Please, can you help me find my way?
Ask about ghosts.
I'm trying to find my way home. I keep getting lost. Can you show me the way to town?
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Huh. So that ghost is trying to get to town, huh? Well, let's leave and come back, see if... No, she stays here.
There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town.
It's not too far away. Let's talk to her again. Let's ask about her home.
I live in town. somewhere in town. I've got to get home.
So that's about the forest.
I am looking for berries. The wild blackberries should be right now. I want to surprise my husband with a pie. It's getting dark now, and I need to get home.
Her name?
What's wrong with me? What's happened to me? Everything is so strange. I don't understand.
It's clearly a she, Ghost.
Please don't talk so. It's bad luck to speak of the dead.
The
They might
ghostly
hear you.
apparition vanishes.
This is getting us nowhere. Maybe we can figure out something about that later. She's so skittish. She won't even tell us who she is. Just that she wants to go gather berries. Well, ghosts are strange creatures, as everyone knows. When a ghost dies, it has to stay in the place where it died for at least 1 year. I don't know if Mordavian ghosts exist in different places, but they're pretty much locked to the place where they can only visit places they ever existed. So since that ghost or person probably died in that location, it can't leave that location. Though one would suggest that it could actually just simply go back to where it was, but I'm not trying to be the theologian here, or the Scientologist or whatever. Well, she knew who she was. Let's get over the wall. Let's see. Let's head back to the inn, since it is getting towards nighttime. We should be able to knock on the door.
You'll hear movement.
Moves the bolts and the locks. And we have an interesting guest tonight.
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
Okay, let's have a seat, just as the gentleman suggests. This must be the gnome that they were talking about, who tells jokes. Let's listen.
Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Mordavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "You know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day, and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you heard the punchline yet.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But what? And get out of show business?
Okay. Admittedly, I thought the joke about the good news, the bad news, and the 3 months to live and the getting married, I thought that was actually pretty funny. Anyway.
Pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Jokes a fair game. I'm a pro punster.
Okay, so he tells jokes. Let's ask him a couple questions. What is the gnome's home?
Be they ever so humble, there's nobody sticks home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can.
The gnome?
I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together.
The show business?
Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on.
Jokes?
I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but, oh, it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time.
That's critical. There is a big story behind his humor, and unfortunately, as long as he's here, we can't get, our food. So let's head back to our room, just to get him out of here. Let's just kind of reset the room.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Goodbye. Okay. I think we head downstairs now. He'll be gone. Yeah, he's in his room now. We don't need to necessarily talk to him. Let's just ask. Let's just sit down and get our dinner. So his humor isn't exactly that good. There's a story behind that. And we found that ghost tonight. We'll have to figure out what to do about that ghost.
You have some garlic pheasant for supper.
Thank you, Bella. So you have garlic pheasant. Now, I'm hoping I'm doing this right. Let's head to bed and sleep till morning. I think we will trigger the next sequence of the next thing I need to trigger. And I apologize, I have a terrible cold.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Yep, in we go. Let's go in the door in the inn. Because I think if we just sleep till night, sleep until the morning, we will cause the event to happen. Let's sleep until morning.
In your sleep, you seem to hear voices. Do you see him?
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. The charades you play are foolish.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts under his own free will. Why make an enemy out of a willing tool? Oh, but I forget. He is already your enemy.
This is not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Moldavia is a very dangerous place.
I think he is quite capable of taking care of himself. Besides, I have ways of making him cooperate, as you well know. I will use them only if I must.
The voices fade off into oblivion.
So
You awaken as the sun begins to
So
rise.
very strange. What were those voices? What's up with the gnome, and what's up with that ghost we found in the forest? Find out next time, and let's play Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. This is Firewizard23, saying take care, and bye-bye for now.